Hi, I'm Jesse Bontecou. I'm the Deputy Director of the Oregon Retailers of Cannabis Association, otherwise known as ORCA. Yeah, there are four main legislative priorities that exist or floating around out there. The social consumption, automatic expungement of past cannabis convictions, worker protections for off-hours legal cannabis use, and cannabis export. We are working on all of them very heavily, and they are at different stages. Some are more promising than others, but there's a good argument made that all of them could pass this session. There's a couple of other bills that are happening this year that are also relevant. One is coming from the governor's office that would allow the OLCC to limit how many licenses they're issuing and stop issuing licenses and put caps on it. And so that's something we're going to have to pay attention to very carefully, because the implementation of that could be horrible, especially for people who currently have licenses, because it also would enable them to not renew licenses from my initial reading of the bill. There is another bill that would allow Josephine and Jackseph County to tax farms. Obviously, we are strongly in opposition to that because it would add another tax on top of an already stressed out producers marketplace, and so that's another thing that people should be aware of. I think that federally, people shouldn't hold their breath on anything happening anytime too soon, too great, but that we'll see a lot of other states moving forward really quickly, and that people should be really paying attention to what's happening in their own state in relation to the ability to import or export cannabis, and thinking about what they want the future of the cannabis industry to look like. I mean, we're beyond the part where we're asking people to give us air to breathe. Like, they give us the air, we show them that, we're not gonna fall off the side of the earth and into a deep pit of lava. Like, everything is fine. Now what we need to do is start really thinking about and talking about what the industry should look like. What, at the end of the day, what is the policy and regulatory environment we want to be operating in, and stop acting like we have to beg for scraps off the table. So that's kind of one of the things we're going out there, is like, we're trying to create a thriving but respected cannabis industry, and I want people to be thinking about that wherever you are, or wherever you're watching this. If you're not in Oregon, also be thinking about how can I be thinking and pushing forward the broader scheme of what this industry should be like, and asking for that and not just for air to breathe. So for us, the main thing is networking, 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 and networking. This event is a great event for us. I have yet to talk to anybody who didn't currently have a cannabis business or a CBD company. And so all of the conversations have been very valuable to us. Some of it is just reconnecting with some of our members that we don't see because they're in Southern Oregon or Eastern Oregon. And so having some good conversations with them. But a lot of it is just making sure we connect with as many people in the industry as possible, and let them know what we're doing, what's going on, and how we can help. So ORCA is a trade association. We currently represent about 350 businesses, most of which are based in Oregon, and about 30 or 40 of them are ancillary businesses. All of the others are licensed cannabis businesses: farms, retailers, farms, labs, processors, producers, the whole shebang. We got it covered. And then, just like every other trade association that's out there, our primary focus is fighting for smarter policy and regulations to create a better business environment for our industry. So we're trying to reduce the bureaucratic hurdles and barriers and just operation costs that businesses are incurring because of overburdening regulations that don't increase safety and don't increase quality, and really create a more competitive marketplace that hopefully allows these businesses to keep more of the money that they're working so hard to earn. One of my stories is one of our members told me the other day that they did over $9 million in revenue last year and still haven't paid any of the managers. Now, of course, they have some value in the company, but still, that's where the thing is, that people are still not getting paid even though they're doing a ton of revenue. And so anything we can do to relieve some of the pointless costs that they're incurring, we're going to work on doing. And then we also just help people network, meet others, be informed about what policy changes are happening, how they can participate in affecting them, find out what's bothering people and work on fixing it. And all of these bills that we're talking about are things that were brought to us by our members, or our members really support and push for and ask us to do. And there's a couple of other bills we're working on, they're just not the main drives.